Yes, it's Jumani, also known as Jubian Watchner, is always Arsenal. 3-1 win against Chelsea. And we kind of getting accustomed to beating Chelsea, to be honest. Yeah, we getting accustomed to beating Chelsea. Including the Florida Cup game where we beat them. I think it's 4-0 we beat them, something around that. But nevertheless, we bounced back after that defeat against Manchester City. Yeah, boy. Nevertheless, we started with Ben White right back, Zinchenko left back, and we had Kiwa is his name, playing centre back with Gabriel. I'm still looking at him. But he had a decent game today, I must say. In front of course, Ramsdale in goal. We had Odegaard in the midfield, controlling the midfield, and we had Xhaka and Jorginho. Yeah, Jorginho playing against his former team, Chelsea. In front, we had Gabriel Jesus on top, Saka on one side, and Trossard getting the edge over Martinelli on the other side. Now, we control the entire first half. Scored one, two, three goals against Chelsea. And to be honest, great goals, two great goals by Martin Odegaard, who I think now is 14 goals for this season coming out of the midfield. Fantastic season. Fantastic season. Actually, it's between Haaland and Odegaard for player of the season, if you ask me. And the two Norwegians. But credit, credit to our midfield. Our midfield in support of Odegaard today, Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka assists too. And we also had Jorginho playing decent. He's still kind of basic, and that's his style, but sometimes we really want like a pass quicker. But he played a decent role today, so credit to the midfield. Credit to the midfield. Saka was kind of off the paces today. He came to life in the second half, but his final third decision making wasn't really there today. So he was rightfully taken off. And credit to Trossard, who having a good season since we signed him. You know what I mean? In terms of the tactics, I think we capitalize on Chelsea's poor form. Now, we actually, in the last month, we had a horrible April. So we wasn't really in form. But we capitalized on Chelsea poor form, and we were finding these spaces in between, I would say, Kante, because Kante was the only player playing for Chelsea today. And I find he played a kind of weird role in the midfield. It was working for them in some instances, but for the majority of the game, we were able to exploit the absence of the rest of the team. And credit to Odegaard again. Gabriel also got onto the score sheet, Gabriel Jesus. And I felt like we took our foot again off the gas in the second half, which I didn't like at all. I feel like that is what cost us against Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. We can't afford to be complacent. Like we kill off teams. If we had to hit Chelsea six, like we hit Chelsea six. And I actually am extremely disappointed when I realized that we beat Chelsea 3-1, yes, but we could have easily gotten a clean sheet. You know what I mean? And I really do like when we concede goals. And since Saliba is absent, we need to still show, all right, we still have the backup to support the team. And quite frankly, we don't. And I'm not saying it's because Saliba is absent is why we conceding goals. That is a major reason. But Zinchenko, this is like the third time now I'm seeing Zinchenko sleeping in the last post, on the last post. That goal that they scored on us could have been avoided. I mean, it was a close call. It definitely was onside, but Zinchenko needs to work on his defensive awareness at times. He's very skillful, probably one of our best players. I extremely like the way he plays going forward and his composure and stuff, but defensively, we can't be conceding all them goals. Nevertheless, we are back on top of the table. And the reality is, we fighting according to our coach and our manager. We fighting till the end, and you never know what could happen. I hope that Chelsea, the same Chelsea that we play, make a U-turn and beat City. I hope Brighton. I hope Brighton could pull up some points against City as well. We have to play Brighton as well. We have to play Newcastle. Interesting fixtures coming up. But the reality is, we're on top of the table and we fight and we're going down. We having a successful season when you look at the holistic picture. So I don't want nobody to kind of heavy my side. Right now, we're on top of the table. Great win against Chelsea. I feel like we could have hit them more. I don't like the conceding of the goals. But now it's time for Arteta to continue to rally the troops and play the players in the right position. I like the fact that he bringing on Reece Nelson. I like the fact that Trossard getting game time. I like the fact that Holden and all getting game time. Because we need to keep these players motivated. We can't go in the transfer window in this last month here, So we have to keep these players motivated to fight till the end. Yes, we qualify for Champions League. We don't ignore that. And I'm seeing the circulation of how long we have been on the top as opposed to Manchester City. Okay. Okay. What I mean? That we were on top of the table for so long and we bottled it. I wouldn't say we bottled it. It's just that we exceeded our expectations and we this close to winning the trophy and we still close to winning the trophy. So let we wait. Because watch not is always us.